in this video I'm going to be showing you how to do a super easy, super simple everyday look. If you want to wear makeup during the day, like I usually don't bother, I just kind of like, I take care of my skin a lot, or at least I try to when I remember to. And the only time when I do wear makeup, it's like when I'm out traveling and I have time. It's kind of like a special time for me to take care of myself, to kind of get a little bit more pretty than normal. And that's where I wear something like this. Super easy everyday makeup, because when I get to work I'm like out of my bed, out of the door, having breakfast in 10 minutes, and makeup is not part of my morning routine. But when I have time and when I'm like traveling, I kind of like getting a little bit more glam and having fun with it a little bit more, and that's when I do something like this. So I'm gonna use my Essence Nudes palette that is completely destroyed and very much used. You can't even read what it says here anymore because I just keep using it so much, but it's so good. Kind of the darkest shade has fallen out, so I can't use that, but everything else I am going to be using, well, some of the shades from here, and just putting it on. Super simple, super fast, super easy. Looks good, always looks good, no matter where you're going or what you're doing, no matter where you're traveling to, it always looks great. And so let's zoom you in and just get it done. You're super zoomed in. Do I look good? Oh no, I look tired. I look like I haven't slept, but that's kind of normal for me because that's pretty much what it looks like. Just life gets really hectic at times, and then I kind of, what can you skip? You can skip sleep for a bit, not always, but for a bit. Anyway, let's go in. I have my fluffy brush. This is pretty much the only brush I'm going to be using, and I'm going straight into the very light one, and I'm just going to put it all over my eye just to make the base look kind of uniform. And like, this is actually what I like to do. I take a little bit of this white one, and as this is a really light shade, I sometimes also go underneath my eye to kind of cover everything up, because I have a lot to cover up, but just on top of the eyelid to make everything nice. And usually your eyelid, it has like little veins, it has some discoloration, but if you, as the first step, you go over it with really light shade, like skin color shade. I'm really light, so this is my skin color shade, then it kind of helps everything just like to bring it together a bit more. So now going in to one of the darker shades and just taking it all over the fluffy one again and putting it at the very end of my eye, and just kind of going into the crease with this. And this kind of, it doesn't have a lot of color, but it has a little bit of a darker color, a little bit of a darker color, so it kind of helps everything to come together a bit better than if you're just going in with the darker right away. So a little bit of a darker goes here. Then I like mixing these two, which kind of are a little bit lighter in the color, but still, and just the same thing, just go into the crease, and now a little bit more, even more into the crease, like this. So we're giving a little bit more dimension to the eye with giving a little bit of a darker tones in it. Now to the darker one, the brown one, just put it in. And now I'm going to keep it at the very end. So instead of putting it down and going into my crease, I just kind of pat it at the very end and then bring it into my crease and keep it to the very outer part of everything. And with this, pretty much you can go as dark as you want with this. You can just keep on building, you can draw it in more, like you can do anything. And that's what's really nice about something like this. Do you need to use a half destroyed palette like I have? Absolutely not. Whatever works, whatever you have, just lighter shade, darker shade, darkest shade. That's kind of like all it is, and you can just keep building however much you want to build it. And what I like to do, I like to take it a little bit and tap it to the very downward part of my eye, like this as well, so the outer down part isn't so lonely and sad and completely neglected. And this is pretty much it. This is what I'm going to be doing to my outer part of the eye. I'm going to go in to the very sparkly shade here, just with a smaller one, and with the sparkly one I'm going to tap it all over my inner part of the eye and go with this into the very inner corner of the eye. And that's pretty much it for the eyeshadow, and it looks kind of nice. It looks very, it's something without being too much, and that's what I really like about it. And now going to take a pencil, which is completely destroyed, like all of my other makeup pretty much. So I'm going to take it. This is from this, and it was €2, and I'm very happy with that price. So just going to take the pencil and kind of put it at the very end, going a little bit down into my waterline, a little bit up into my waterline, and then a little bit outwards. So I kind of draw in a black line at the very out part of my eye. It gives it a little bit more dimension. It makes it look a little bit bigger. It makes it look a little bit more sensual, and I really like doing it. And now that's pretty much it for this eye. And it was only a few minutes, and it was super easy. And I like doing it because I think this looked good. So I'm gonna add a little bit of mascara as well, do the other eye, and that's it. So super easy, super fast. You do not need to use the same palette as mine because you can't find anything. This is destroyed after a long time of use. But yeah, just like lighter shades, skin color shade, a bit darker shade. Then you can just play around with a lot of shades if you want something very light to the very center of the eye, and then a pencil if you want to bring it all together, and a little bit of mascara to make your eyelashes bigger. So we're going to do the next one. Other one. There's only two, so it's the other one. It's not the next one. That would imply that I have like 5 eyes. I do not. So I'm gonna do the other one as well, and then I'm gonna be right back. So see you soon. So this is what the final result looks like. It was very easy to do. It looks really nice. You do not have to go this heavy. I have so much light in my face that I went a bit heavy. I usually don't go this heavy. And I added a little bit of lipstick, which is nice and pepperminty. I really enjoy this one. But this is it. Oh, and I filmed a video about how to do my hair like this. No one cares, but I had fun. So with a little cinnamon bun at the very top. So, and this really is the way I do my makeup when I'm traveling. I do not do this all the time because I can't be bothered. I'm a very lazy person. I like, I like not bothering with things, and this is one of the things, doing makeup and looking pretty. I'm kind of like, whatever, no one cares. So I usually don't bother with it, but this time, sometimes I do. When I'm like out traveling, I love kind of looking a little bit pretty for my boyfriend, and just kind of like enjoying the time, like, I'm a pretty girl right at the moment. Yeah, I like pretending. So, so thank you so much for watching my little video. I hope it was helpful, and I kind of hope I don't destroy this palette at anytime soon because I really like it. So thank you, and bye.